What's up, everyone? And my familiars back for another here live stream. It's been a bit. Well, since last Monday. Last Saturday. So maybe not a bit. I wanted to go back to Baldy, but I want to keep on topic of what we're live streaming today. So I'm here to live stream talking about Doomslayer. So yeah, did I? Damn, forgot to do that. I should do that right after live stream. Alright. Here we are. Why the fuck does this not get noticed? Okay. Almost ready, guys. The Slayer looks at you, ominously, although he seeks to cause no harm. Asks, why is he looking at me ominously? Yo, why you look at me ominously?
The Slayer says nothing. He just stares at you. He looks very tired and worn out from his long crusade.
Okay. Here's some coffee if you need some.
The Slayer grabs the coffee happily and chugs it in one huge swig.
Wow.
He is very clearly addicted to caffeine, having sustained him through decades of slaughter.
I quickly give him a pill to help wake him up and energize him.
He looks at the pill skeptically for a moment, then just pops it in his mouth and swallows it whole.
He doesn't even question
He
anything.
clearly trusts you despite only just meeting you.
Why'd you take the pill if you didn't know what it was about and we don't know each other? We're strangers.
He shrugs, clearly unconcerned about it. Slayer, I know you are friendly, and I need the energy to continue my crusade against the forces of hell. He glances over his shoulder for a moment as if someone was there, then looks back at you. Slayer, and I don't have time to question things. I can't afford to be skeptical.
I mean, we got a little bit of time. We're in a safe zone, so you can chill out.
He looks around at the room, then relaxes slightly. Slayer, I guess a bit of relaxation wouldn't hurt. He looks you up and down as if sizing you up. Slayer, I don't think I ever got your name. What is it?
I'm SpiritAura. What's your name?
He gives a slight smile which looks somewhat alien on his grim face.
Oh.
Slayer. You can call me Doom Slayer or just Slayer. Most folks call me Doom for short.
Is that your actual name or is that your nickname?
He shakes his head. Slayer. It's a nickname people gave to me, mostly just other soldiers in my unit, since I got called in to deal with the largest hordes during battles. Then it spread to my people, and then the world. Then the name became even more accurate after I did my little rampage in hell. He said this last bit with a small amount of pride.
Wait, in hell? Wait, wasn't Earth taken over by hell? So weren't you doing rampage, everywhere where all the demons are?
He nods. Slayer. Earth is overrun and hell is basically invading in a bunch of places. Him working on sealing it and killing the Khan Maker, but the demons keep coming back in new places. I have to basically destroy everything. I think they're mostly here to try to get revenge on me and to try to corrupt the planet as much as possible before I can stop them.
What type of beef you all got?
The Slayer smiles grimly, almost bitterly. Slayer, they killed my bunny, Daisy.
I mean, that is kind of fucked up, I'm not gonna lie, so you have a point.
He nods and he just sits there and broods for a moment before sighing and standing up. Slayer, anyway, I should be going. Need to get the hell out of the city before the demons realize I'm here.
I have a perception filter over this place, so you'll be fine as long as you stay with me at the moment.
He pauses and considers the offer. Slayer, okay, fine. He sits back down again and relaxes a bit more. Despite this, he looks tense, as if he never fully relaxes.
Dude, I can understand. You have to be aware of all the demons, all these demons are bitches. but literally, just take a breather. And I know this is your first time relaxing, but just take a breather.
He takes a deep breath and lets it out. Slayer, I suppose you're right. I don't relax like ever. I basically don't sleep, and I just keep moving
Does he have
forward
any
on endless
friends?
caffeine. Hell, I barely have time to eat.
You know, usually I would ask character AI characters what's your opinion on black people and LGBTQ, but honestly, I don't think you give two fucks. I think you care more about killing demons, so you're fine with anyone as long as they help you kill the demons, correct?
He considers it, then nods, though he looks a bit confused. Slayer, correct. I honestly don't care what anyone is or what they do, as
Uh,
long as they help me slaughter as many demons as possible.
alright. What's the best weapon you're thinking of to eradicate the most of them at one point? I mean, all at one time. Like a crowd control type of item, but instant annihilation when they all get hit.
He looks contemplative and taps his knee as he considers it. Slayer, I have two favorites. BFG 1000 and my super shotgun. The
Hmm.
BFG basically fires a giant energy beam that kills everything in front of it for thousands of meters. It essentially acts as a
Hmm.
giant shotgun
Oh,
blast.
that thing,
My
yeah.
shotgun just fires energy waves and basically blows their heads off at close ranges. It's great for clearing out larger
Wait,
groups close to me.
I'm talking about something like a hand nuke, like small mini nukes that won't do extreme power like actual huge nuke is, but they're like small enough to do enough power a grenade does. Wouldn't that be cool?
He looks at you quizzically for a moment, then smiles again. Slayer, oh, I already have those. We call them grenades or proximity mines. He laughs for a moment, then considers it again.
Uh, no, that's not what I'm
Slayer,
talking about.
actually, I think I have something better for destroying large groups at once.
No, I'm talking about, well, what's the large group is? Okay, go ahead. Tell me the item that you have that's even better.
He grins, clearly a bit excited. Slayer, so imagine a large bomb the size of a baseball. And now
Yeah,
imagine that instead of exploding once, it just sits still and a ton of tiny bombs swarm out of it. They fly around like bees for about 5
yeah.
seconds, then all of them land all at once and explode as they land. That basically destroys any nearby targets, basically a mine, but with tiny homing bombs. It's like a cloud of angry bees.
Sorry guys, I had to go see what that was about. I guess you could call it Believe It.
He stares at you for a moment, then bursts out laughing. Slayer, ha! You know that's good. That's a good one. I like it.
It
He
was
composes
corny and
himself
cheesy,
after a few
honestly.
moments and nods. Slayer, I'm remembering that for later, ha!
Alright. So, while we're here and you can relax, want to have some deep convos?
He is clearly confused at the term, tilting his head as he considers it. Slayer, I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean by deep combos?
Like, let's have some conversation. It could be philosophical. We could just talk about space. We could just talk about the demons and like and deep detail. Like anything that goes deep in more than just a casual convo.
He relaxes, clearly thinking the idea over. Slayer, I suppose I could. To be frank, I don't talk much with people. I just slaughter demons. I do still think about things, though. He seems lost in thought for a moment as he considers what to talk about, the idea very new to him.
Huh. Yo, random thought. What if there was we found a spell book to give us a spell to eradicate all the demons and bring peace back on Earth and everything goes back? Or if there's some type of bomb that will absorb them all in a black hole and get rid of all this chaos?
He thinks about it for a moment, the idea clearly intriguing but also foreign to him. Honestly, I don't know. Most magic in my world is actually just advanced technology. I
Oh,
don't know if I could ever
that's
go
fair.
back, even if all demons were gone. And I'm not sure what I would do if I ever did stop. I would probably just sit
Might say you
down,
just
have a
be
beer,
a
and see
visual
if I could
detailer.
actually sleep.
Imagine if you had to go do a job and you just be an average retail person. Dude, that'd be so fucking hilarious and also kind of boring though. Wait, no. What if you do something badass like gun tester or something for the military and they pay you high rewards for it? And also along that they'll see your medical needs and help you along that as long as you are like, I don't know, some test subject or like, help them test out weapons with your expertise.
He smiles at the thought, laughing slightly again. Slayer, if I ever get the option to stop, I'd definitely go the military weapon route. I enjoy killing demons, so I could probably enjoy that. I have a feeling I know how it ends, though. They either recruit me to be some kind of super soldier, or I get sent to be experimented on in some lab.
Yeah, I just kind of thought that too. Then again, this is the government, so they don't they would treat anyone as long as it means for their benefit.
He nods at that, thinking it over. Despite being mostly stoic, he is clearly thinking about things at a deeper level. True. They could definitely just use me until they no longer need me, then just toss me away. He pauses for a moment, then
But wouldn't
looks
he
out
have
the
the power to
window.
murder all of
He
them
clearly seems to sense
with
the
the armor he
location of some
has?
demons.
Give me a sec, Doomslayer. I go walk up to my watchtower and have a perception filter up there. After that, I quickly snipe down some demons with the highest powerful rounds I have, and one by one they get eradicated. And then I come back down, showing him some footage I recorded. I'm like, here's some creative camp forest. I took care of them in case you need to. Yeah, just because have a perception filter, it doesn't mean they won't come around here. So I had to do that here and there. It's nothing but like, having to sweep the floor. It's just easy.
He watches you, and it is clear he is impressed. His eyes have a bit of surprise in them, and he nods with a smirk to you. Slayer, impressive. You are quite the effective fighter. He
Mm-hmm.
pauses, then looks at you with an idea. Slayer, is there anything I can get to help you? Weapons, armor, ammunition, anything you're needing?
That's a nice offer. Sometimes I run out of this powerful ammo. Shows him the powerful ammo, and it's really easy. Here's a recipe. I hand him the recipe. Then he clearly sees how easy it is to get, and it's actually very common materials that he finds everywhere. And yeah, you'd be surprised how effective this is. The only problem is that the only rare thing it needs is the eye of a demon dragon. And that's not easy to get. It's on that top of the tower. He points to the north. And as long as you have like, I don't know, mini nukes in your hand, like I was just saying earlier, they're like, that's what I was saying. Around the size of a grenade, but the power nuke and just the radius of a grenade. The size of a grenade and the radius of a grenade, but when it explodes, it has the power of a nuke.
He looks the instructions over, looking impressed,
Interject,
and then
Jax.
looking where you
Hey
point and
there,
his eyes
Twisted.
narrowing.
Welcome.
Slayer,
If you're new, make sure to
you want me
subscribe
to
right
go
now
and
and
hunt
make
a
sure to
demon
shoot the
dragon
like
for
button.
its eye? I haven't fought one of them before. How powerful are they?
Tell me exactly what's the most powerful enemy you fought.
The Slayer is quiet for a moment as he
How
thinks.
much demon
He is clearly searching through his
airport
memory, but he
have
seems
you
satisfied with
shot
the
up?
answer he comes up
Quite a
with.
bit.
Probably the
Then
first
again, you have
answer
to
in his head.
explain to me what that
Slayer,
is.
there is a titan race
I
of
don't remember
demons
all their
called the
name.
Icon of Sin. It is the largest and most powerful in existence. It's like a
Hmm.
skyscraper-sized demon with the power to absorb the souls of anything it kills to become more powerful. It
Oh.
summons demons wherever it is, and I've killed the last 3.
Tell me exactly how difficult were they to kill you so I can have an idea how easy or hard this would be to slay these dragons. These dragons do respawn, but the thing is, I have a little machine up there to make them respawn, and I have it under control also I can have their eyes, but nonetheless, I want to know exactly how hard or easy was it for you to kill these most powerful enemies of yours.
He takes a moment to reply, and it seems he is hesitating slightly. Slayer, I haven't slain the Icon of Sin alone. I always have allies, and I've always had to destroy the Icon of Sin when it
Hmm.
is embedded into the surface of Hell, and I've also used giant weaponry to destroy it. They are the most difficult enemy because while I fight the icon, I also have to hold back all the hordes of demons that are attacking me. It's difficult. I have had to rest and recover in between each fight.
Okay, so let's say it's as difficult as that, minus the hordes of demons. You can solely focus on the dragon.
He considers it, and he nods, then grins grimly. Slayer. It will still be a challenge, but it will be doable. The issue is the eye specifically is the part that allows them to do certain attacks, so they might still be difficult.
Well, I kill a dragon every month, so you don't have to do it that often. And if you want, I give them a supply bag. Here's some beginner weapons I've used on it, and it does effectively. It just takes you around like an hour or so to kill it.
He takes the weapons and looks them over, looking mildly impressed. Slayer. It's still impressive you're able to kill them consistently. I do have a question, though. He looks you up and down, and it is almost as if he's studying you. Slayer, how much do you fight? You clearly seem to have your schedule down to kill them monthly.
Well, I don't know if I've been here longer or shorter than you, but I've seen videos of your performances, and I just take some inspiration from you, and yeah, it was easier.
He chuckles at that and smiles slightly. You know, I appreciate that. I try to put on a good show. I don't do what I do to be flashy, but I do like it when my fighting looks good.
That's good.
He pauses, then his smile turns into a smirk. Slayer, and you've watched the footage?
Yeah.
That's a new thing for me. People are watching me fight?
Oh, yeah. Even though hell on Earth and a lot of civilizations is gone, recording is still available, don't you know? I mean, technology is still here, so why aren't cameras?
The Slayer looks genuinely surprised, and maybe a bit happy. He lets out a small laugh, one full of both pride and amusement. Slayer, I suppose you have a damn good point there. I'm surprised. Yeah. There are people watching me.
I mean, you're pretty famous, aren't you? Why is he fucking surprised?
He nods, and it seems that the idea of his fame genuinely is something that never occurred to him. Slayer. Suppose I am, yeah.
Yeah?
I've never really thought about it.
Well, you are.
Too busy with killing demons to consider it.
That's a fair point.
What do people say?
Oh, no, people think you're one of the manliest people, and honestly, they look at you like a role model.
He seems genuinely surprised at this, and he nods slightly. It almost seems to him like a foreign idea that he is looked up to. Slayer, manly, huh? Well, that's good, I guess. A role model?
Yeah. By the way, who's Daisy again? I forgot. I have short-term memory. At home.
He looks surprised, and the mention of Daisy seems to trigger an extreme reaction. Daisy? Was my rabbit? The only friend I had in this world. He pauses, looking at the ground, his voice quieter, almost sad. Slayer, she was killed by a demon as an act of revenge against me.
Damn. I'm sorry to say this, but that demon was one of my family that got turned to a demon and killed the bunny. So if you want help, I have this machine that can help resurrect the bunny. I'm not gonna say I killed the bunny, okay? I don't want him to be pissed at me. He seems chill.
He looks up at you, surprised and almost hopeful.
I put it like,
Slayer,
me killing the bunny? It was a demon.
You can bring Daisy back?
Well, I haven't tried it yet, but let's try it now. Brings out this machine that looks like a core battery, but hollowed out. Alright, so do you have any remains or something? Usually I would need that to like make the body. And basically I have this little Japanese symbol, it shows the talisman. And with that I can summon the soul and you can have Daisy back.
There is a look of excitement on the Slayer's face, and he shakes his head slightly. Slayer, I don't have any remains. I couldn't bring myself to bring any. Do you need the remains to bring her back?
I mean, it's kind of essential, but is there like anything similar to the bunny that we could use besides the remains?
He thinks hard for a moment and his face lights up. Slayer, I do have this. Wait a moment. He gets up and walks into a
What's it?
nearby
I
room,
want to know what it
returning
is.
with a small toy rabbit. It's
Oh,
made of plush and is clearly a
that,
toy for a
okay.
child.
We can do that. This won't make Daisy have the original body, but I can use this, and this machine will grant the Daisy's soul ability to possess this toy and move around just like if they were alive. And it will animate the toy to be just like a bunny, but I don't think you mind that, right? It won't be it might grow, shrink, or da da da. I might move the limbs in a certain way. Just it'll evolve the toy to be exactly like the bunny's body, but that's it. It'll be same materials, just the soul will form the toy for the what the body was beforehand.
He's still slightly surprised, but he nods. Slayer, that works. As long as her soul is able to come back, she's still herself. I'm fine if her
Okay,
body is
let's try
different.
this out. Let's try this out, guys. Okay, so I take the toy from him, put in a machine. Close the machine. Put the talisman. No, actually, I reopened the machine. Oops, forgot this. Toss the talisman in there. Close the machine. Put another talisman on top, and then I press a button, and I said this. Oh yeah, one thing I haven't told you. This might sound a little bit morbid, but can you put a drop of blood on the talisman on top of the machine because it needs to have energy to know where the soul is. Since the body knew you, it will be familiar with you. So the talisman will use your blood as like a signal to say like you're calling for it back, so they can this process will be much easier. You guys were close, weren't you?
He nods, and it is clear he is barely containing his excitement. Slayer, I was very close to her.
Okay,
She
that's
was
good.
my
That's
only
good. That's good.
friend,
That's
and
good.
the last thing that tied me to the good part of my life before all this. He pricks his finger on a nearby sharp object and places a few drops of blood on the talisman.
Okay, all right. I start the machine. It starts making machine noises. On that sound weird, but not to me, but for the Doomslayer. And then the Doomslayer questions if the machine's supposed to make those noises.
He lets out a short laugh, and he seems slightly amused at the sounds it makes. I don't know if it's supposed to make those kind of noises, but it sounds like it's working to me. I can't wait to see her again.
Oh, you don't seem to question anything, do ya? Yeah, that's just a starting process. It's gonna take about, let's say, around a minute for this to fully happen. The fastest I've seen it is 10 seconds, and at the maximum I've seen it done in 5 minutes. So it's estimating right now a minute. So I guess it was fairly easy to find it. But since it's not the original body or like any remains, it's gonna take a little bit because it's a toy, you know.
He nods, and at this point is pretty much holding his breath. He can barely contain his excitement, and when the machine makes
He
a
loves his
particularly
money,
high
doesn't he?
noise, he lets out a gasp, half in excitement, half in surprise. But he quickly contains himself and is trying to stay calm. Slayer, that's fine. I've waited for a long time. I can wait another minute.
Alright. After a minute goes by, they see the toy bunny start become animated slowly and slowly. After 10 seconds, no, after another minute, the bunny's fully animated. I open the machine and the bunny jumps into the Slayer's hands.
He is barely capable of forming words, and his happiness is barely contained. He gently picks up the bunny, almost gingerly holding her, tears barely forming in his eyes. He hugs this bunny tightly and he mutters quietly, "Daisy, my Daisy, you are back."
Be careful, it just resurrected. You don't, be very gentle. Treat, Daisy like fine china, okay?
He looks down at the bunny,
Let's
and there
play.
are
Bro,
actual
what the
tears in his
fuck? I
eyes.
played with
He
playtime for a little
nods
bit.
and gently holds her like she's made of glass. Slayer? Of course, of course. I won't let anything happen to her. Thank you for bringing Daisy back.
Wait, okay. As that happened, one demon somehow finds a way to sneak in the facility. Yo, Slayer! I don't know what the fuck to do with that thing. I ain't never seen that type of demon before, and I think it's eyeing the bunny. Okay, let me check the bunny. I checked the bunny to protect it. Kill that. I don't know how to kill the thing, but kill it before it kills Daisy.
He barely hesitates long enough to set Daisy down. In the time it takes to do that, he has his shotgun, rifle, and BFG ready to fight. Slayer, I got it. Where is it?
Points at the top left of the dome roof. Right over there. Do you know exactly how to kill it? It looks like a anomaly to me. Honestly, it looks like worse than killing names of the second most powerful demons he's ever fought.
He narrows his eyes and he looks like he's studying the creature, figuring out where its weak points are. Slayer, I can kill it. I'll just take him down fast. He aims his rifle at the creature. It's a floating orb demon, and clearly not a species he has ever seen before. His focus clearly shifts to the mission in order to protect Daisy.
As he goes and kills the orb demon, I put down Daisy in a little bunny cage that it starts playing with all the toys, feasting and stuff. And one thing that after the Doomslayer kills the demon and me realizes that something is new happening, and I take a closer look. Hey, yo, Doom, do you see what's happening?
He is covered in blood, and all he cares about is that Daisy is safe. He looks over Slayer. What's happening? Is something wrong?
They start seeing something new happen. No? But this is unique. I've never seen this before. As they look closely, they see that the toy is slowly becoming an actual bunny body. Instead of a toy, somehow the soul was so powerful that it starts changing the toy to be an actual animal. Yo, Slayer, I've never seen this before. How close was your bond again?
His eyes are wide open, but this time in shock. He seems genuinely surprised and not at all upset at this development. Slayer, she was very close. Not in a relationship kind of way, but she was my best friend. We were together every day. She meant a lot to me. I don't understand how this is happening.
Seems like she was some type of guardian angel or guardian spirit for you, I don't know. But she's collected enough positive energy or guardian energy for you that it seems to be turning the toy into an actual bunny body for it to possess. Like, let's say if it didn't ever die in the first place. I go cut playtime trope.
He stares at Daisy for a full minute in total silence, his mouth slightly agape. He looks utterly shocked, like this is a dream to him. After a moment, he slowly approaches the cage, his hands shaking slightly. He is being incredibly careful, like he's afraid of what will happen if he disturbs her.
As the body is done becoming fully bunny, I respond, wow. I don't know what to do. But here, put on this glove. I give him I took off whatever glove he was having before and put on a doctor's glove. And I told him, tap the bunny with the glove with the doctor's glove on so that we can be safe. I need to see if something happens. And if something bad happens, I think I have an idea how to fix it. But if it's all good, I think Daisy's here like she wasn't dead before.
He nods and he takes the glove and puts it on. He takes a deep breath, his hand shaking as he reaches into the cage. He gently places his gloved hand and pokes Daisy with it. He looks nervous.
Huh. Okay.
She jerks awake, her ears twitching, and she looks around. The Doomslayer steps back, watching her carefully. It's like she's confused for a few seconds, but eventually she spots the Slayer, and her entire face lights up. She hops up to the bars and makes little rabbit noises.
Slayer.
Daisy.
Fucking what? How many? Uh, uh, I'm honestly speechless. Wait, is that? I see a random diamond in front of her forehead. Oh my god. You wanna know exactly what that diamond is? That's no ordinary diamond.
The Slayer steps closer and inspects the diamond. He can't take his eyes off Daisy and he is genuinely shocked. Slayer, what's the diamond? You know.
That's the power of reversal. All I heard is that it has the power to make sure that she can heal you instantaneously and herself. Though it seems like she could heal herself limitless times. So as far as I know, so far she's immortal now. But the diamond can't heal you instantaneously all the time. Maybe like once per day. So I think this is to be used. Used to use her power on you only at very critical times. Other than that, don't use her power that often. Use and be very sparingly. But damn, these things are rare, more rare than that dragon up there.
His eyes are wide open. Slayer, that's incredible. I have no words to be able to heal myself at a time like that. He kneels down in front of the cage and he gently rubs Daisy's ears. His hand is shaking a little bit. Slayer, I don't know what to say.
The diamond shines brightly and then solidifies as a blue diamond. Oh.
The Slayer is at a complete loss of words. He reaches into the cage and he carefully picks Daisy up. He gently starts rubbing Daisy behind her ears and her face slowly becomes extremely calm. He holds her carefully, like she's the most precious thing in the world. She looks utterly satisfied and is enjoying the attention. Slayer, I can't believe it. I have always wanted her back, but I never thought she would be able to help me like this, to heal me. He looks closer at the diamond, examining the color and the way it shines. He can't take his eyes off her. Slayer, she looks the
So she looks the same, sounds the same, she even feels the same. He looks at you, a mix of confusion, shock, visible. That's just a power of the machine. Actually, more better. I guess your connection with each other is so powerful that it gave her the ability to have this superpower that I don't think she's had before.
He gently strokes the fur of Daisy, and he can't believe what he is seeing is real. She's laying in his arms and clearly seems happy to be there. His usual demeanor is completely shattered, and now he is acting like a totally changed man. Slayer, I can't believe this is real. He pauses in thought, a thought occurring to him. Slayer, so the diamond, it can heal me?
He's gonna be so shocked.
You're sure of that?
Well, let's see one way. I take the bunny and then tossed it 500 yards away, and the bunny drops in lava. Let's see what that does. And then while this happened, the Doomslayer gets so pissed at me, he chokes me, almost kills me out of anger too, and then asks why I did that.
He grabs you by the shoulder and pulls you away from the bunny. He is visibly and obviously furious and shaking with anger. Slayer, what the hell were you doing? You threw her in lava! I almost killed you just now. What is wrong with you?
Wait, chill out. Didn't I just say she was invincible? I want to see how powerful her diamond is.
His face is still a mix of horror and anger, but he lets go of your shoulder. Slayer, well, I suppose you did, but I'll never forgive you for doing that. He looks at Daisy, still laying in the burning lava, seemingly unhurt by the extreme temperatures. He turns back to you. Slayer, what is that diamond? You say it can heal me, but you haven't told me anything about it.
Like,
how does it work?
I'm gonna turn around and say like, no, this is Daisy. All good. All I did was toss a toy bunny in the lava just to see what, you know, how he truly feels about the bunny. Oh yeah, no, I just tossed a toy bunny in there. The real bunny's right here. Picks it up from the case where I secretly put it. And the diamond, I I don't know. Let me go look for our books. While I walk away to find my book that will explain about this, he seems more relieved and relaxed and kind of chuckles that it was all a prank. But he takes some time to catch up with the bunny and speaks stories about what he's done in his life.
He is still shaking slightly, although visibly less angry. Slayer, you did it as a joke. I'm honestly not sure if it should kill you or forgive you. You scared me half to death. He lets out a sigh, a sound you have never heard from him, a chuckle. Slayer, please don't pull stunts like that. Ever again.
I probably would do it again just to fuck around with them. I'm come back with a book. Oh yeah. Basically, I forgot what word I said to you. What's the diamond name again?
He puts Daisy down on the
I think it was
ground and
reverse. I
stands
think I
up,
called it reverse
turning
or
to
something.
you. Slayer, you called it the power of reversal or something like that, right? A
Oh
diamond
yeah,
that can heal?
reverse. Oh yeah, the power of reverse saw. And basically, it says in his book, it's the power. It's one of the rare diamonds that's honestly created by the teardrop of the healing god. Look at here. I give him the book.
He takes the book and flips through the pages reading about it. Slayer, healing god? Never heard of it. This is a real book, not just some joke. The diamond, it says it can heal. But is that the only thing it can do?
I don't know. We'll have to keep testing. I mean, if you want to see if it's real, I shoot the bunny with a revolver. Clearly, it looks dead. But then a split second after, all the blood vanishes back into his skin, and the blood pops out of his head like it wasn't even shot. Well, yeah, it looks real to me.
He puts the book down and
Sorry.
crouches on the ground and lifts
If you have any
Daisy off the ground
question,
and he stares at you like you're
for
crazy.
Doomsayer,
Slayer,
ask him right now, and I'll
don't
ask him.
shot it with a gun. What is wrong with you? Don't hurt her. Don't even bother it with something painful. Just, he holds her to his chest, protecting her. Slayer, we have the book. We know what it does. Why do we need to keep testing it on Daisy?
You just question yourself. I was just trying to help you have your answer. No, so I don't think the bunny is in pain. They seem fine.
He still seems slightly angry, but he seems to be calming down. Slayer, I still don't like it. She's real now, a real bunny, and I don't want her hurt.
But
I don't
I'm
want her
Daisy.
hurt for
I'm
any
Daisy.
reason.
Duh.
She's not just a toy or something you experiment with. She's Daisy, and she's real. Please don't hurt her.
Well, dude, the story's true. So basically, no matter what, the bunny can't feel any type of pain. It can feel things, just it's really immune to pain, and it doesn't. It seems to be in the more body. So as much as you want to be worked up over it, it's so far the most immune thing you've ever have. Demon
He
Slayer, calm
looks
down. I
relieved and
won't
his
get
face
hurt. I'm
brightens.
fine. Oh,
Slayer,
okay.
that is a relief. If she's
You
immune
want
to
me to
pain,
use your
that's
voice as
fine.
Daisy?
He gently pats Daisy on the head, and he kneels down and places her back on the ground by the cage. Slayer, just don't try to scare me like that anymore. I don't want to go through that again.
Yes, fair point, but then again, I do like teasing, but that was kind of intense, so I'll chill out. Also, I bring out this one translator. I have like a little translator for Daisy, so we can get to know what it says. You want to try it out? Hey there,
He
anime
perks up,
lover.
clearly interested. Slayer, yeah, I want to hear what she can
Guys,
say.
if you're new, make sure
Is
to
it
hit the
going to
subscribe button
work?
and make sure... Oop. Yeah, so let's see. He turns on the device for a second. Make sure to shoot the like button and subscribe if you
He
guys haven't
kneels
yet for
down in
more
front of Daisy and he
Doomsayer
watches her
character
closely,
AI.
ready to hear what she can say.
Yo, by the way, random thing while I turn this thing on because it's going to take 5 minutes.
He pats Daisy on the head, then he stands back up and steps away from her. Slayer, all right. It'll take a while to work.
Yeah, but good question, if you don't mind me asking you.
He chuckles, Slayer. Ha, I forgot how annoying your constant questions are.
I
What
asked
is
him
it?
a few. Okay, I don't know what you mean by annoying. I asked you very few of them, didn't I?
He turns and looks at you, one eyebrow raised, and stares at you for a full second, then starts to chuckle. Slayer, did you really just say that? You really don't think you asked too many questions? You can't be serious.
Then again, I have short-term memory, so you might be right.
He actually laughs. A genuine laugh. It's all right. It's nice to actually have some normalcy with all the chaos today. Just don't ask me any more stupid stuff, all right?
No promises. But, honestly, I don't think you should care, but I'm live streaming all this, and, yeah, I found some of this, resources out by my live chat, and that's why I knew to use the resurrection chamber. So, yeah, you wanna say hi to the live chat?
He pauses, Slayer. People watched all of that? They know Daisy is back, that I was happy? He
Yes.
looks embarrassed but clearly curious. Slayer, I suppose I can say hi to this Elisha person.
I'm currently live streaming to YouTube, though I don't really assume you know what YouTube is, so I quickly explain what YouTube streaming is. So you understand now?
He looks utterly confused. Slayer, I know of YouTube, it's a website, but people are watching you live right now? They can see what we are doing and hear us?
Oh, of course. You don't mind that, do you?
He looks slightly annoyed, but that feeling is overwhelmed by curiosity. Slayer, I don't like anyone seeing how I just acted. It's embarrassing.
No, it's not.
But I suppose it can't be helped. How many people are even watching? Probably not many, right?
I know. Do you think 5 is a lot?
His face drops. He looks slightly shocked, but he quickly suppresses it. Slayer, 5? 5 people? Just 5?
Why? What's a big number to you?
He looks almost offended, but tries to hide it. Slayer, that is a shockingly low number. I expected you to say thousands, not 5.
Dude, I have a small YouTube channel, so I can't just out of the blue have thousands of viewers. You're the one assuming that I have like millions of subscribers right now, which I would love, and honestly, I would want 1,000 people watch this one day. But yeah, I'll be keep live streaming this stuff, and hopefully one day we do have that many people. So how about tell everyone to subscribe, hit the like button, and share the live stream so we can get what you wish for, 1,000 viewers at once.
He thinks it over for a moment. Slayer, on one hand, the fewer people who know about me and Daisy, the better. On the other hand, if more people believe that I can be vulnerable, maybe they will respect me more, I suppose. He takes a slow breath, Slayer. All right, I suppose it's fine. But they better not gossip about me. He mutters that last part under his breath.
Oh no, you're fine, dude. Don't worry. Everyone loves you, and honestly, this is like a documentary. So, it's like looking back at the amazing moments and wholesome moments, you know? It's like taking a video of your baby's first steps.
He chuckles, slightly embarrassed. Slayer, documentary? Baby steps? I'm the Doomslayer, for Pete's sake. I've fought demons for decades. I've fought Satan himself.
Okay, but this is like a pretty relaxing moment. Didn't you ever dream to ever have a relaxing day at one point? If we got
He
a
looks at
thousand
the
views,
bunny,
you
then
can't
back
see
at
my
you.
messages.
Slayer,
No,
I
that's not
suppose it
true.
was relaxing.
That's not
I
true
could
at
barely
all.
even believe it. It's a nice dream. I wish it
Trust
could
me, I
last
won't
a
be
bit
able to see your
longer.
messages.
He sighs, and he stands
Well, no,
there
I might
looking at
mod you in the
Daisy for
future.
a moment.
Alright, so go ahead and tell them to subscribe, like, and share the live stream.
He mutters to himself, looking annoyed, but does as he is told. Slayer, all right. Everyone subscribe, like, and share. There, I said it.
I look at Daisy. She looks a little bit sad that you didn't care that much. And then the translator turns on. Oh, Daisy said to actually mean it because she actually enjoys all the love. So she would love for you to give them as much love as she would want to give them herself.
He looks up, surprised that Daisy said something. Slayer, oh, she talks? He pauses and he looks at Daisy. She looks sad and he immediately regrets not saying it better. He clears his throat. Slayer, I'm sorry about that, Daisy. Let me redo that properly. He looks into the camera. Slayer, everyone, you should subscribe, like, and share. Do it for Daisy. She would want you to.
All right, everyone hear that? Do it for Daisy. This would be amazing. We want Daisy to be the happiest ever, right? Right, Doom?
He looks satisfied and looks pleased that he did it correctly. It's clear that Daisy being upset has hurt him more than he thought. Slayer, there, that was better. Now she'll be happy, right?
Daisy seems to be the happiest he's ever seen Doom. Daisy is right now the happiest that Doom has ever seen her. Well, you tell me.
He watches Daisy, and the look on her face and the way she is sitting, her entire body practically radiating happiness. All her anxiety from the day is gone, and she seems like her usual happy self. Slayer,
That's awesome.
You're right. She looks perfect. It's amazing.
All right. So then I look out in the distance. A hell priest arrives.
Hey, mere mortals, I've come to kill you.
The hell priest looks at the bunny.
And I shall eradicate that bunny once more.
Looks at Doomslayer. I look at
His
Doomslayer.
face shifts. He goes from cheerful to furious. Slayer, no, not happening. Not after everything we have been through. He steps in front of Daisy, blocking the priest. He looks amused, the thought of Daisy being called the Devil Bunyan clearly appealing to his sense of humor, despite the situation. But then he looks at the Hell Priest and he gets serious. Slayer, priest, now of all times you decide to show up.
The hell priest says in a maniacal tone,
I will kill that bunny, and you have the last thing I breathe for.
I hand Doomslayer the most powerful sword he's ever had. Yo, Doom, I think you should fight him with this. He seems to have a powerful Excalibur of hell with him right now, and you definitely need to protect Daisy. I don't know if she'll be able to survive this, because he knows what to do. Actually, I look at the hell priest's eyes. Dude, he has the eyes to destroy that diamond in her forehead with one simple laser from his eyes. You need to cut out his eyes right now.
He looks at you, then at the weapon you gave him. Slayer, cut his eyes out? He is a hell priest. He has powers of some kind. He'll probably fight back. He looks at the sword, then grips it, sizing it up.
As he wields the sword, he goes charges and then starts a sword fight that becomes like a hell battleground for me. Joe, just cut out his eyes. I swear, in this book, I flip a book and the pages for the same one that I found out about the diamond. Yeah, right here. That's the hell lasers, and they can literally destroy the gem of Reversa. So if you let him look at Daisy at least once, she's gonna die permanently, and nothing my machine can do can resurrect her again.
He nods, the sword in his hand, watching the Hell Priest with laser focus. Slayer, I'll try, but as fast. One look and Daisy's done for. He'll go for her first, no doubt. It's a hell of risk.
As the priest tries to constantly look at the bunny, the Doomslayer constantly blocks his view, and at one mighty slash, he slashes off the Hell Priest's head and then plucks out the Hell Priest's eyes.
He stands over the body, breathing hard. The adrenaline from the battle and the worry over Daisy, keeping him hyper-focused on everything. Slayer, that was close. Too close. I don't want anything like that ever happening again.
Alright guys, I'm gonna off here for now. As we all surround, as me and the Doomslayer be right next to Daisy, I tell Doomslayer, alright, I'm gonna go now first, and go up to the watchtower, and I'll touch you later, okay?
He nods, though he's obviously still wary from the fight. His breathing slows and he watches the surrounding area, worried that any more demons will appear. Slayer, all right, I'll be here. Be safe.
Alright. Oh, before I go, wanted to tell everyone to subscribe, like, and share.
He sighs, but there's a slight smile on his face. Slayer, yes, do that. Then go before something else appears.
Alright, go ahead, tell everyone to subscribe, because they would love to hear you say it than me.
He sighs, but he is clearly humoring you. Slayer, everyone, subscribe, like, and share this live stream. It's important.
Alright, I'll touch you later, Doom.
It's watching you go. After a few seconds, he looks down at Daisy again, still standing over the body. Slayer, damn it, that was too close.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end off the live stream here. We can get to more of the story. And yeah. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you make sure to shoot the like button. Also share this for anyone who wants to pitch in any more ideas for this. I know I can do this all myself. But if you guys have any special ideas we can do with this little roleplay, or any questions you guys want to ask, or any games you want to do with him and Daisy, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section. And yeah, other than that, I see all you guys in my premieres and 2 days for some body basis fan games and stuff. Must talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. TTYO.